Coming up on Cedar Valley today, one Wartburg student-athlete balances his time on and off the tennis court. A Waverly service is seeking mentors to help their residents. And in the final sprint to the White House, two presidential campaigns are seeing some big changes. This is Cedar Valley Today. Good morning and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Sam Sides. Many Wartburg students face busy schedules, but one tennis player gives his time to his school, sport, and the Waverly community. Cedar Valley Today's Austin Boyk has the story.
If you ever make the trip out to the Wartburg College tennis courts, odds are you'll find Brandon Hornback. Hornback, a junior, is Wartburg's one singles player and plays one doubles as well. And when he's not on the tennis court, Hornback can be often found here at the Wartburg Athletics Laundry Room, helping all sports, all teams, in all seasons, getting their clothes cleaned, dried, and put away in their lockers for the next game. Working 3 days a week on top of being in season, time management is the key to his success. And because some laundry shifts last until 2 or 3 in the morning, this means Hornback has to always be planning on when he can fit in time for schoolwork.
Time management has been a real big thing once the season starts here. So with my class schedule, I just try and find time in the mornings a lot. I'll try and get up a little early to do my homework before class and things like that.
Hornback also strings rackets for members of his team and for members of the community as well. And since it takes a half an hour for each racket, Hornback says his free time is mostly dedicated to this. Head tennis coach Mike Stridham says he has no idea how Hornback does it.
During peak season, he's probably washing, hanging, and drying 700 loops on top of all of his workout schedule, on top of his full class schedule, on top of his tennis workout schedule. And so the guy's a machine. I don't know when he sleeps or when he does it, but it's pretty amazing.
And despite his busy schedule, Hornback says he's just focusing on doing everything he can as best as he can.
Sticking with tennis, the world's top tennis players will compete for big money at Wimbledon this year. Wimbledon hiked up its top prize up to $2.9 million, 6.4% ahead of last year's prestigious grass court tournament. Last year's champions Novak Djokovic and Serena Williams took home $2.75 million each with the men's and women's singles titles, and both are favored to defend their championships this year. Wimbledon is the second most lucrative Grand Slam on the calendar, with the U.S. Open leading the way as each winner takes home $3.3 million. The third Grand Slam of the season, begins June 27th. Brentwood is currently looking for individuals who want to become mentors for teens at their treatment center in Waverly. They say the key component to be a mentor is being able to have fun and to be a friend. All that is needed is an hour per week and a willingness to make a positive impact on a child's life. Those interested can visit the Brentwood website for more information. A Waterloo woman was taken to the hospital by a Waverly ambulance after she was involved in a single vehicle car accident. 63-year-old, Marcia Corwin totaled her car on Tuesday by crashing into cable barriers near the 199 mile marker on Highway 218. Bremer County Sheriff's Office posted on their Facebook page that Corwin lost control of her car due to a medical condition. She was treated at Sartori Hospital and has been released. The crash did shut down the northbound lanes on Highway 218 for about an hour and a half on Tuesday, but the highway has since been reopened. Coming up after the break, Ted Cruz announces his candidate for vice president. Stay with us.
You're an active person. You always want the best from your body, and when an injury slows you down, you turn to the best. At the Waverly Health Center Orthopedic Clinic, Dr. Linda Martin, nurse practitioner Carrie Van E, and the health center team offer cutting-edge technology and personal patient-centered care. Knee and hip injuries, muscle strains and tears, no matter what sidelines you. Let our team get you back in the game. Waverly Health Center. We make a difference you can feel.
After the results of Tuesday's 5 East Coast primaries, some candidates will be seeing some changes in their campaigns. Senator Ted Cruz was the first to announce a running mate yesterday. Cruz announced Carly Fiorina as his running mate, and the two will be campaigning in Indiana in preparation for next Tuesday's primary. This comes shortly after Cruz announced that he would step down in Oregon and New Mexico to give Ohio Governor John Kasich a better chance against Donald Trump. Trump only needs 250 more delegates to win the nomination.
I'm very proud and very humbled and honored to announce that I have accepted Senator Ted Cruz's offer to be his vice president for the Republican nomination.
The Bernie Sanders campaign is downsizing its field staff and other workers. An advisor tells CNN that the decision follows a bad primary for Sanders, in which he lost 4 out of the 5 East Coast states that voted on Tuesday. Sanders announced hundreds of layoffs after in an interview with the New York Times. He said, quote, "We have had a very large staff, which was designed to deal with 50 states in this country. 40 of the states are now behind us," unquote. Coming up, we'll take a look at what's trending in the Cedar Valley. Now a quick look at your social media. The Wartburg College Wind Ensemble is continuing their European tour. Yesterday, members of the band visited Alnwick Castle in England, which, fun fact, actually served as the stand-in for Hogwarts in the Harry Potter films. And you can follow the Wind Ensemble and their tour experiences at wcwindensemble.weebly.com. The Waterloo Blackhawks will continue their run to the Clark Cup by competing in the USHL's Western Conference Finals. They will face off against the Tri-City Storm, who they played 4 times in the regular season at a mark of 3-1-0. The first game of the conference finals will be played in Kearney, Nebraska tomorrow night at 7:05, and the series will make its way back to Waterloo on May 6th and 7th. Tickets for those games are on sale now. Waverly is hosting their 11th annual Art Walk on Saturday, May 7th. The day starts at 10 in the morning at Coleman Park and goes until 4 in the afternoon. Community members will be able to enjoy over 30 Midwest artists, music, food, and kids activities put on by the Waverly Area Creativity Co-op. The event is co-sponsored by the Waverly Chamber of Commerce and Waverly Leisure Services. The UNI football team will host their annual spring game tomorrow at 6 p.m. Panther fans are invited to a tailgate before the game from 5 to 6. And Tyson Foods is putting on the tailgate and is offering free food and drinks for fans while supplies last on the Eldon Miller Plaza. There will also be inflatables there for the kids. It'll be a fun time. Now let's take a look at your local weather.
What's next for your future?
Will it be worth it?
Will it lead you on a journey of discovery?
To embrace your passions
Unlock your potential?
and realize your purpose.
With Wartburg, you can.
And you will, because you are worth it.
Wartburg. Worth it.
Schedule your campus visit and learn how Wartburg is worth it at wartburg.edu/worthit.
Hello from the design team at Gotcha Covered. Whether you are looking for simple window treatments for privacy or light control, or elaborate custom designs to add beauty and value to your home or office, Gotcha Covered has the solution for every window. Call today to schedule a free, no-obligation consultation in the convenience of your home or office. We proudly serve the Cedar Valley, and we look forward to taking care of your window treatment needs, regardless of your style or budget.
Retrieving Freedom is hosting a very special event on Saturday, and joining me this morning is Adam Hoffman to tell us a little bit more about it. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me, Sam.
So first off, tell us a little bit about the organization. What is Retrieving Freedom?
Retrieving Freedom is a nonprofit organization that provides service dogs to veterans that are suffering from PTSD or children that are battling autism. So we raise funds to place those dogs. They run about $20,000 to fully train and prepare a dog to be placed with a person in need. So.
Excellent. So the event on Saturday is Waverly's largest garage sale. Can you give us a little bit more information about that?
Yep, what we did is we've solicited to individuals or small home-based businesses to basically lease a booth space, and they're in charge of setting up, bringing their own wares to sell, whatever they want to get rid of. One person's trash is another person's treasure, we believe. So they've leased those out, and then what we do is we charge $1 admission for people to come in and make their purchases. The proceeds from the admission charge of $1 for an adult over 12 years old goes back into Retrieving Freedom to support their efforts.
So with all of the sales going on, are those funds also going to go to Retrieving Freedom, or is it just the admission?
No, just the admission fees. We've leased the spaces out to cover the cost of renting the facility, so we break even on that. But the sales that a person makes of their wares in their booth space, they get to retain those. So there's really not much loss for a person to have a booth. We do still have a few booths available if somebody wants to contact Retrieving Freedom or look on our Facebook page. We've got registration forms for that. So.
Excellent. Well, have you seen the space yet? Do you know what kind of stuff is going to be on sale?
No, they'll be setting up tomorrow, but I know we have home-based businesses such as Sensi, 31 Bags, Mary Kay, all those types of typical things that you see at a local vendor fair. We got a whole gamut of those out there, and then I know that we've got some people bringing a wonderful entourage of your typical garage sale things that you normally find out on the street. And so I know with the weather this weekend, it'll be a better event to have indoors, one-stop shopping. Park once, shop a lot, and then continue on with your day. So
sounds great. So you mentioned yesterday on the phone that you're a volunteer with Retrieving Freedom. As a volunteer, how have you seen the organization make a difference?
Well, personally in my life, my nephew has a service dog that was provided through Retrieving Freedom. So I get to see the daily attributes of how he is successful with his autism when I'm around him. But I also see other veterans that have them around. I've gotten to have special bonds with those individuals to see the positive aspect that it has. So I've been involved with Retrieving Freedom for 3 years, and I just try to do as much as I can. So coordinating this event on their behalf has been a big thing that I can give back, because I'm not a veteran myself, so I want to show my appreciation, and this is one way to do that.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much once again. That's
Thank
about
you.
all the time we have.
No problem.
Reminder, Waverly's largest garage sale is going to be held at the Center Hall in Waverly this Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. You won't want to miss it. And coming up after the break, a look at planting trees for Arbor Day.
As Warburg alumni, we're proud to support Knights Athletics. And as First National Bank employees, we're here to serve you first.
With tomorrow being Arbor Day, people across the nation will be out planting trees. But the Cedar Valley Arboretum will be celebrating the holiday and its 20th anniversary by having their first annual tree planting. The tree planting was made possible by a grant given to the Arboretum from Green Scene. Green Scene is a volunteer-based nonprofit organization whose mission is to plant trees in Black Hawk County and educate people about horticulture. To get involved with the Arboretum celebration, volunteers can go to their website and register for a time to plant a tree. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. For more Cedar Valley content, please make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Also, be sure to download our app from iTunes and the Google Play Store for all of your Cedar Valley Today needs on the go. Thanks so much once again for watching this morning, and have a great day, Cedar Valley.